Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0 M. For my dear guys, for my dear audience, in this video I will describe some rusty metal garden sculpture ideas or rusty metal craft. So my dear guys, rusty metal garden sculptures can add a unique and rustic charm to your outdoor space. So some creative ideas for rusty metal garden sculpture that you can dye or use for inspiration. First of all, my dear guys, animal sculpture. In animal sculpture is first of all bird. Use rusted metal sheet to cut out bird shape and attach them to metal stake for garden decorations. So some butterfly create butterfly shapes with rusted metal and attach them to garden stakes or walls, and also frogs, and also the zebra and dog. And so my dear guys, butterfly create butterfly shapes with rusted metal and attach them to garden stake or walls, and frog are also weld together rusted metal pieces to create whimsical frog sculpture to place around your pond or garden, and different beautiful decor ideas, different zebra and different butterfly, different so my dear guys, well together rusted metal pieces to create whimsical frog sculpture are also prescribed to place around your pond or garden. So and as a whole, use old metal gears, washers, and rods to create old figures that can perch on garden posts or fences. Says fish, scalp a fish using rusted metal sheets and place them near a water feature or pond, like as and deer, coir life-size deer sculptures using old metal rods and sheets to add a woodland touch to your garden. So as a cat also form cat figures with curled tail and whiskers from rusted metal wire and sheets. Says a snail use metal coils for the shell and metal sheets for the body to create a snail sculpture. Says dragonflies are also made by rusty metal, which is used in a decor garden, which is used in a garden for decorating purpose. So as the dragonflies weld together nuts, bolts, and metal sheet to create dragonfly sculptures that can be staked into the ground. So the head hedgehogs use rusted nails or screws to create the spiky back of hedgehog and add it to your garden. So as a abstract and geometric sculpture, Midorga is spiral, bend rusted metal rods into spiral shapes and stake them into the ground for a modern look. So as a cube also, weld metal rods into cube shapes and stake them or scatter them around your garden. So as the spheres are also, create a sphere using metal stripes welded together in a globe shape, and pyramids form pyramid shapes with rusted metal rods and place them strategically in the garden. So as cones, weld metal sheet into cone shapes and use them as unique garden sculptures. So helix twist metal rod into helix shape for an interesting and dynamic garden piece. So some triangles create interlocking triangular shape and arrange them in a visually appealing way in different ways, in different categories, in different positions. So as abstract forms, experiment with different metal scraps to create abstract sculptures that catch the eye. So mobiles create a rusted metal mobile that moves with the wind, adding both visual and auditory interest. So as the wave patterns, bend metal stripe into wave patterns and place them along pathway or garden border. So some functional garden sculpture is trellises use rusted metal rods to create trellises for climbing plants, and arbors construct an arbors from rusted metal to provide a focal point and a spot for vines. And bud bath are also create a bud bath with a rusted metal basin mounted on a sturdy metal stand and different stands position. So some fences are also build a decorative garden fences from rusted metal sheet or rod and use as planters. Use rusted metal containers or weld metal shapes as planters. So some benches are also create garden seating with a rusted metal bench or chairs or so pathway markers are also used. Rusted metal stakes with decorative tops to mark pathway. So wind chimes create wind chimes from rusted metal rods, nuts, bolt, and other metal scraps. So as a lanterns, construct lantern from rusted metal sheet and place candle inside for a warm glow. So as a gate, design a unique garden gate with rusted metal for rustic entrances and beautiful entrances. So nature inspired sculpture first of all. Tree create a tree sculpture using rusted metal rods and sheets to mimic branches and leaves. And flowers are also well together, metal sheets and rods to create large flower sculptures and leaves also. Cut leaf shapes from metal sheet and scatter them around the garden. So sunflowers create sunflower sculptures with metal petal and a circular center. So fern leaves sculpt metal into intricate fern leaves for a natural look. Mushroom are also from mushroom shapes from metal sheet and rods for a whimsical touch. So vines twist metal rod into vine shapes and place them around garden feature and garden different columns. So pine cones create large pine cone sculptures with rusted metal sheets and wire, and also bamboo from bamboo stalks from metal rod and place them in cluster. Grass blades are also welded with thin metal stripe into the shape of grass blades and place them in cluster. So as some themed garden sculptures, a fairy garden create rusted metal fairy house and figure to place in a fairy garden area, like as steampunk use gears, cogs, and other industrial part to create a steampunk themed sculpture. So as a meditative figures sculpt yoga or meditation poses from rusted metal for a peaceful garden retreat. So, celestial create star and moon shapes from a metal sheet and place them around the girls as a fantastic sculpted dragons, unicorn, or other fantastic creatures from rusted metal. And farm animal create farm animal figure like cow, pigs, and chickens from metal. And seaside sculpt sea horses, fish, and other sea creature for a nautical garden theme. And historical figures create busts or figure of historical characters from rusted metal. So some cultural sculpt symbol from different cultures, such as totems or statues, such as Zen garden, are also was create simple, elegant and sculpture that complement a Zen garden design. So, my dear guys, thank you very much for watching my video, and again, thank you for your affectionate love with me and attach with me. So, love you so much, my dear guys.